What is up, guys, and welcome back to the vlog. My name is Evan. If you're new here, welcome to the throtl YouTube channel. You just saw the MR2 has officially left the building. And man, was that a crazy 48-hour experience. So in today's episode, we are going to be tearing down the 2GR to find exactly what happened, what caused that engine failure.
Oh, no, we got some noises coming from the back.
And hopefully we can kind of give some insight to anyone who's building a 2GR, doing a swap, that there might be something that we can give off to you that will prevent this type of failure from happening in the future. But before we get into the motor, we gotta say a massive shout out to today's video sponsor.
What's up, guys? I want to take a second and give a huge shout out to Sunoco Race Fuels. We are so pumped to have them on board for 2020. We're going to be using Sunoco Race Fuels in all of our project builds going forth this year. Being that we're going to have race fuel on hand, we probably should get on the dyno and get out to the racetrack a little more. Which cars do you guys want to see us dyno or take out to the racetrack? Give us some details down below in the comment section. Let us know what you think. We are pumped to have Sunoco on board. Alright guys, welcome to the teardown portion of our 2GR project, the MR2, which is off to its new owner in Idaho. But we did want to go through this. The comment section was overwhelming that you guys wanted to see the diagnosis of what actually happened with this motor, and we're curious as well. So as Evan mentioned, we're going to go ahead and get into breaking this thing down. But before we get started, if you guys watched the video of Brett driving it, you heard a squeaking noise, which was the original noise that Ricky and Brett heard as they were getting on the freeway. I want to show you guys what that actually was, because it isn't what you think it was. Our Downstar hardware bolts, the beauty washers, were actually making contact with our Frankenstein Motorworks motor mount. And now this is the passenger side of the car. And if you guys remember, Ricky was looking for something up in this area that he could hear. When the Frankenstein Motorworks engine mount is on here, it actually bolts in here, here, and here. So it sits right here. You don't see this pulley. He had no idea that those were actually touching, and neither did I when the car was brought back. We didn't see this until much later in the teardown process. So we're gonna go ahead and flip this motor upside down. We've already removed the intermediate pan and the oil pan, so we're already at the windage tray section because we did use that on our new motor for the oil cooler. So we've got a little bit of a jump start. So we're gonna flip it over and tear into it. All right, well, while we're tipping this over, I wanna pose the question to you guys. Head on over to the comment section. Let us know before we actually get into this what you think it is. There's the problem. There it is. The coil pads.
So we can see the crank here, you can see the rod, and you might need a flashlight. Yeah, there's metal in here.
My body
This bearing's got a pretty nasty scratch in it, but the bearing's in good shape. Other than that scratch. There we go. Still clean. Scratch, but... Yeah. I loosened her up for you.
Ooh, that's some big scratches in there.
Yeah. These bearings look like brand new other than those scratches, by the way.
So potentially, and
is that same scratch in the crank?
We'll see, but potentially, like maybe this motor was rebuilt and something was not installed properly.
I don't think so.
Let's pop these on. Go around. Yahtzee! Spun bearing. Yep. Oh, totally just fell apart.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is shot.
Yeah, that's bad. If you see that bearing, see if you can grab it. There it is. Whoa!
Okay, there's our metal shavings.
So this is what a spun bearing looks like, or what's left of it.
Good.
Still good. Still good.
Good.
Still good.
She good.
She's clean. So, by the looks of that, we spun one bearing.
And that material we found in the oil pan?
That's bearing, I think, right?
What?
This. That's a bearing, dude. That's this. That's the same material, is it not? Just been smushed around?
It sure does seem like it. Yeah. It's the other bearing.
It is. That's the other half of the bearing.
So this was the rod cap side.
Spun completely off.
So bearing is spun, that's probably where the squeak was coming from. We gotta pull the heads off now to pull the pistons out. So we can flip it over.
Okay. Fire no. There she goes. Here we go. All the head studs are out. Lift her up. What is this?
That might have fallen from, I think that fell from in the valley.
Oh, in between?
Yeah, like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not too much to see here.
Nothing to see, there's no damage up top.
No, that's good. Heads are still in good condition. We got the crank out. And you can look at it and you can see that really one bearing is what spun. You see the discoloration here? It's like a matte finish. The rest is really shiny. There is some grooves in here too, but definitely one bearing has completely spun. Out goes the weasel.
Ooh, what's that? You dumped it all over.
Well, that was it. That's as bare as it gets, pretty much. So we spun a bearing. We don't exactly know why. Any conclusions?
That concludes the teardown of this block. What we did find was a spun rod bearing, oil pump checked out. Usually a spun bearing means an oil starvation issue, but we don't see any signs of that being the case in here, being that the pump was in good shape. And
The rest of everything else was good. All the other bearings were fine.
was in the back of the engine, so towards the flywheel side. So yeah, spun bearing. That material we found in the oil pan was actually a flattened bearing, so it had gone through the system and actually got flattened out and ended up in the bottom of the pan. Yep, that's the conclusion. If you guessed spun rod bearing, you were right.
You won 100 points. Thank you guys so much for watching today's YouTube video. If you like this kind of content, please hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.